Hey guys, what's up? It's Dangeles, and welcome back to episode 191 of Constructing Los Angeles. How's everybody doing? We are back on the scene today, and today is going to be the first episode since our brand new console Minecraft update, TU25. So today, guys, I'm going to be doing a little bit of TU25ing, I guess, here on CLD. So I'm going to be replacing some old stuff with some of the new stuff, and just have a good old time doing it. We'll discuss some of the stuff in the update, what's cool, what isn't cool, all that stuff. So let's just go ahead and get started here. There's a lot of things that I want to change on the world. I know initially everyone's tweeting at me saying, Dan, replace all this glass in the skyscraper on Eclipse Tower, make it all black stained glass so it's all, you know, shaded and things like that. And we'll get to that. That's going to be a little bit of a process because after all, this thing, even though it's finished now, this thing is still 150 blocks tall, and that is a lot of glass to replace. So we're going to get to it slowly but surely. It's not going to be this is a marathon, guys. This is not a sprint. So we can get this thing done as we go. But I'm probably going to do a little bit of work on this thing on a stream or something like that. So we'll figure that out later on. But anyway, I just want to add some minor things to the city today. Just kind of discuss the update. You know, simple stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to grab some of the new features. I'm going to grab some spruce fences because I'm definitely going to be using those. I'm also going to grab some jungle doors because I'll definitely be using some of those. And I'm going to grab some stained glass. So I'm going to grab some blue, maybe some green, regular green, not lime green, some yellow, and maybe some black stained glass. And we'll start off with that. We might add some more things later. But guys, I'm going to start off with this right here. So we have these little mini trees, I guess right outside the plaza. And I'm thinking that if these are spruce wood fences instead of oak wood as like the little fake trunks, they might look a little bit better. You guys can decide. I think they look a little bit better just based off the texture. So I'm going to change them and, just to mix up the city a little bit. So guys, for this video, I'm not going to answer a question today. I just want to kind of talk about the update. But you guys can, I kind of have a question for you guys. I guess you can voice your thoughts in the comments. I'm also going to switch up these flagpoles, at least a couple of them right now. And you guys got to let me know, do you guys like the update or not? Are you disappointed? Are you excited about it? Are you happy? Whatever. Just voice your opinions. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I like to keep my opinions kind of open, so I don't really, hate or dislike or anything, or overly like something. I don't know. Just starting to play it. I think it's a solid update. I was a little bit disappointed that we didn't get new biomes, but when I start to think about it a little bit more, I don't really play survival anyway outside of Survival Island, so the biomes wouldn't really affect me that much. Yeah, I know we would have gotten like dark oak wood and acacia wood, which would have been really nice for this world. It's not the end of the world, though. I'm not going to get angry about it or anything like that, but I'm just really happy about the weather toggle. That's one thing I'm pretty excited about. Obviously, the world, it's never going to rain here in Los Angeles ever again unless I decide that it wants to rain. So I now have God mode powers finally, and pretty happy about that. So that's one thing that's really cool. Obviously, stained glass. I would have liked to have seen a few more creative features other than just fences and glass and a couple of new doors, but it is what it is. But you guys can leave your opinions. You guys got to let me know what you think about it. You guys got to let me know. So I'm going to come over here. And one thing I definitely want to do, and I spotted this right away, is I'm going to switch up these totem poles. These can now be spruce fences, and this will look a lot better. It'll match that up there. Just a small thing. I was going to make a creative guide for this update, but when I thought about it more, I just didn't think I would have enough content to make it like a worthwhile video, so I decided against it. I decided to just kind of make a CLD today, so that was the plan. And I'm probably going to stream as well, stream some of the new update. Maybe mess around with some super flat worlds, some of the custom super flats, which I haven't even tried yet, and I forgot to mention those in my overview video because I totally forgot about them since I don't really use super flats a whole lot anymore. Pretty much haven't played super flat at all since Danville. Those look really good now, but I'll definitely have to fiddle around with those a little bit on stream. You know what I can definitely do actually is I can change up the surf shop right here. Actually, I can maybe I can put down a little bit of like a design here in the window, so maybe some blue on top and bottom and have this run across. Just give it kind of like a beachy look. That would honestly be something that would be pretty cool. So I'll put some blue running through here, maybe even some green and some yellow. That might be a little bit over the top. We'll have to check from the outside. I'm just trying to mix up the colors a little bit with the glass. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that's too much? Do you think I should just make it all blue? Or maybe even use the colors from above. So cyan. What else do we use up here? Light blue as well. So maybe we'll just use that. We'll just kind of assort the glass with light blue and cyan. That might look pretty good. So maybe a cyan layer right here. And then another light blue. That might be a possibility. Yeah, I think I'm going to like that a little bit better. But it's been cool kind of messing around with the stained glass. Just kind of putting them in different spots. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and place that right there. And then I think I'm going to grab some full, or just regular blue stained glass panes. That's a mouthful. And put those right here. I'm probably just going to call it like blue glass, red glass, instead of like saying stained every single time, because I'm just going to start getting confused with stained clay, and then I'll just start misspeaking everything. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this out with a little bit of blue glass panes as well. It can never hurt to add more color. I mean, some might think it looks silly adding like random colors, but honestly, I'm the opposite on that. I think, you know, the more random colors you have on buildings, the better. Just adds more color to it. I mean, obviously in moderation, but I'm gonna spam this place with some different color glass, because this is like a little gift shop, so it's gonna have to be a little bit fancy here. Okay, so we're going to place this, and then I'll probably just make all of the panes blue. I really like the way stained glass looks in the default texture pack a lot, so definitely be making some changes to Survival Island as well on Xbox One. So stay tuned for that, guys. And we pretty much just kind of modified the surf shop right there. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now we can head over here to the beach. What should we do over here? We could actually change up the lifeguard stand. We could make this thing into spruce. Again, it's pretty much optional, but I'm going to do it anyway because we have it now. Why not? So we're going to fix all this up. Then I'm probably going to head over to the stadium and maybe even switch up some cars as well. I have some ideas for that. Got a lot of things I can do. I'm just going to keep thinking of more and more things as I go. So this is just going to be kind of a spur of the moment kind of deal here. So there we go. It just, so the umbrella pole and the actual thing itself is a little bit different. And honestly, we could even change one of these umbrella poles to a different color, or even we could do birch as well. So there's definitely a bunch of different options here. Gonna have to break that carpet real quick. All right, so I'm gonna place that back, and then we're gonna head over to somewhere else. So let's see, we got our umbrellas, we got our lifeguards, totem pole. We can do some tables, and we can also do some cars. So I'm actually going to head inside the Eclipse Tower. Maybe we can make some changes on the inside for the interior. Just some small things. Yeah, like we can do this right here. We can switch this up. We can make these, whoops, that's the wrong block. Okay, so spruce wood, fences. Yeah, so we can mix this up a little bit. We can just put some different, I guess, little legs on these tables. Mix up the colors. Can't hurt, right? So something like that. I might as well just put some black stained right there, because that's what that's eventually going to be. I might actually even do one full ring of stained glass on one of these things right now. We'll see, though. So in here, what could we do? Not much in here. I have an idea, though, for something we can do. We could go down in the basement. No, not in the basement. We can go down in the garage, and we can mix up the cars a little bit. We can add some stained glass to those. So let's say, for example, we can throw a stained glass right there and right there. So there's kind of like those tinted windows on those nice sports cars. That's always cool. So we can definitely add that on a couple of these. Maybe even on the little Pantos right here as well. I might even put some different color glass in there, like some cyan glass or maybe light blue, just so it kind of matches the color of the carpet. It's definitely a possibility. Alright, so there we go. And then as far as the Junglewood doors go, my plan with this was to put them on private rooms, because obviously the oak doors have the big, I guess, openings in them, like the glass, so you can kind of see right in. So for apartment entrances, we could definitely switch that out with some jungle, because you want the original entrance to be somewhat private. And I could even throw in a black stained glass up here instead now, just to make some subtle changes. That honestly looks really good, honestly. And then same thing with the bathroom over here. We can have this door go like that, so it's, you know, you can't really see inside. That's always cool. And then there's other doors though that we can leave normal. So for example, this door right here, we can leave that one totally normal. That one's fine. And then right there, we can fix that one up. Same thing goes right here. And we can just do this, rinse and repeat this throughout the entire Eclipse tower. It's a little bit laggy in here right now. We can leave that normal. And let's see. I think that's pretty much good for the Eclipse tower. Let's head over to the stadium though. I have a couple of ideas for that. So we're going to fly over there real quick. And before we actually do that, let's head over to Beacon Industries tower. We got to decide what kind of color we want to switch up this beacon here. What color do we want to choose? I'm thinking blue, because it just seems like a building that would have a blue theme. I don't know if that's just me or not. Whoa, I don't want to fall off the top. Let's try this. Let's see how that looks with the blue. I actually do like that blue. Let's see. Yep, that's fine. I like that. All right, so we got a beacon blue. The blue beacon, I guess you could call that place. That would be actually a pretty cool name for a restaurant, like a fancy restaurant in the city. The Blue Beacon. That's a possibility in the future, guys. We're gonna have to remember to write that down on the list of things to do. Last episode, we were working on the tinsel tower. We can just start from scratch when we're putting in the black stained clay on this. Or I just said it again, guys. The black glass. We can kind of start from scratch on that. That's going to be looking pretty good. I already did a little bit of work on this thing in terms of like knocking out this thing. So I'm probably work on that on stream eventually. Like I said last episode, that might even be on the TU15 or TU15. What is this, 2 years ago? TU25 stream. And then the same thing goes with this building. I'm thinking about switching out all the windows on this one with some blue, because obviously it's got the blue theme. So we can even try that right now on a couple of these windows here. But you get the idea. I mean, that's what I would recommend with this update is if you have buildings that have certain themes or certain colors, it's always smart to add corresponding glass to those themes. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's just going to make this place just look a little bit better with the blue. So as you can see, the blue as opposed to the regular glass adds that nice tint. I like it. I think it looks great. And I wonder what it would look like with black. That might even look even better. So it really makes them tinted. We'll have to take a look at that as well. Honestly, you can barely even tell the difference because it's dark in there. Yeah, you cannot even tell the difference between that and regular glass just because of the darkness inside the room. Like, look at this. You can barely tell the difference. You honestly can't. So I'll just switch this out with blue. Obviously, there needs to be light on both sides for the glass to actually emit color because, after all, color only works when there's light. Because why do you think you can't see any colors when you're standing in a dark room, people? Because there's no light. Alright, so that looks pretty good. So let's go, I'll do the other side later. Let's go ahead and fly over to the stadium. I definitely want to add some blue and green, yellow and green is the colors of the stadium. Definitely going to add some of that stained glass to the stadium. I mentioned that on the little overview video I did. So we're definitely going to have to throw that in. Let's add some green. So I'm thinking on this side, because of the yellow embroidery on the L, and then I think there's green embroidery on the D, so we can correspond those colors. So on this side it would be yellow to kind of go off of the green, I guess you could say. And then the other side will be green going off the yellow, if that makes sense. And this yellow stained glass is electric. Oh my goodness. That is really vibrant. Wow, I wonder what that looks like from the inside. We'll have to go check. Maybe it'll make the water look yellow. But I'm definitely going to have to go through and check out all the other texture packs. I looked at a couple more since the overview video. I looked at the fantasy texture pack. I looked at the castle because I was thinking about possibly switching out some glass on the castle. I also looked at, and then again, there isn't a whole lot of glass in the castle because I used iron bars for most of the windows. But regardless, I looked at that. And I also looked at the natural texture pack. The natural texture pack stained glass is really nice because obviously regular stained glass or regular glass on the natural texture pack is really nice. So the stained glass, obviously, to no surprise, looks nice as well. Let's see how that looks. So just a little bit of green and yellow. It doesn't hurt. I like it. I think that looks really good. And this could also look really nice on the entrance to the gift shop, I guess you could say. So maybe we'll add a little bit. Oh, you know what we could do? We could go yellow on this side connecting to the green, and then green on the other side connecting to the yellow. It's kind of funny working on these old buildings that are done because it's just like these have been finished for quite a while now. I've had the stadium done for a couple months now. It's been It's probably been since late April, so yeah, it's been a couple months. Time flies, I'll tell you what. Alright, so I think I'll probably just leave those iron bars because I like those. It kind of looks like handles. So we'll leave those, but I'm definitely going to add the green panes and then the yellow panes. So throw those in on both sides. And that looks, oop, I missed it. Oh, wait, what did I just do right there? I just missed a spot. Have to grab those iron bars again. We also have iron trapdoors, which it's ironic because these things look very similar to wooden trapdoors in this texture pack. So not very useful for this texture pack. It's kind of funny because they're already kind of iron here in the city on this particular texture. But in the default, they actually look pretty good, possibly toilet seats, but I probably wouldn't do that. I'm not going to recommend anything that I wouldn't do, so I probably would avoid that. But, you know, you can do whatever you want. Book and quill is pretty cool, like I've mentioned on the overview, but it is a pain in the ass having to, I guess, you know, type everything with your controller. So if you have like a analog thing you can plug in or something like that, or one of those USB keyboards or whatever, that'd probably be the way to go. Should I switch out these panes with green or yellow? I don't know, maybe just on the top and the bottom. So I'll have like maybe green on the bottom, yellow on the top, just to mix it up a little bit. That actually looks pretty good. Might even do that in the general manager's office as well. But there's an endless amount of things that I could change with the glass or all around the city. I might even head over to the Alpine Mansion and do a little bit of changing over there. I am hesitant though to mess with something as old as the Alpine Mansion because it is kind of just set in stone how it is. I haven't changed it pretty much at all since I finished it, so I'm a little bit hesitant to mess around with that, but we can give it a try. So this would probably be good if it was yellow and then green at the top. Might look pretty sweet. Not too bad. I don't know if it works right there, because it kind of does cover up the. Oh, it's a little bit hard to read. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it. Maybe I won't. Probably take it down later. All right, so let's fly over to the Alpine Mansion, people. A little bit nervous about this because I don't want to mess. Oh wait, hold on. I know what I can do. Green and yellow. We can switch this up a little bit. What do we want to do with this? How about some green here, and then some yellow? I forgot to look at the look through the yellow, by the way, in that room. So I'll go down there and do that in a second as well. All right, so let's see how this looks. There we go. Not too bad. And also, someone said that you can change the audio settings as well. Oh, cave sounds. You can check that on or off. Yeah, probably just leave that on, because that's pretty cool. Making sure I didn't miss anything else. I missed a couple of things in my overview, so just want to go back and make sure I got everything. Definitely the super flats. That's like the main thing I missed. Just like totally forgot about it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and fill that in like that. A little bit of green and yellow. Can never hurt. How's it look from under here, though? It doesn't look like... It's not like a huge thing that's going to affect the entire stadium, and it's never going to be the same again. Definitely add some color, though. So I'll probably do opposites on this side. So green on this side, and then yellow. Okay, that'll work. Gotta love the stadium, guys. Gotta love it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and fill this in. There's probably so many more applications for this new glass that I can think of that I've just got to think about over time. Not going to come to me right away. But you guys got to let me know if there's anything else you think I should change around the city. Switch out the glass or whatever, other than in the Eclipse Tower, because I already know I'm going to do that. So we'll get to that. But yeah, you guys got to let me know what you guys think about the new update. I wouldn't really classify this as a major update because there really wasn't a whole lot added to the game. At least there was a lot of stuff added to the menus, which is really cool, and a lot of stuff that I think was overdue. That really does help the game a lot, like weather toggle and time set and setting your spawn, stuff like that. A lot of that stuff I'm really happy that's finally added to the game. I would have liked to have seen a few more things to actually like build with and stuff like that. Just having like fences and stuff like that, it's not 100% useful. Stained glass is cool, but I think we knew that was coming for a long time. So you guys gotta let me know what you guys think about the update. But last thing I'm gonna do on this is I'm scared to do this because I don't want to mess with the Alpine Mansion a whole lot. But I'm probably just going to switch out these front windows and just see if it's going to make a difference here with some black stained glass. Again, the black stained glass panes or regular glass isn't actually a huge difference from regular glass in the city texture pack. In the default, it's a pretty big difference because it gets rid of a lot of like the little flaky parts in the middle, or whatever you want to call that. I guess like that little piece right there. There's a lot of that in the default texture pack, and the black stained glass does actually remove a lot of that. So as you can see, me filling this in right here, it's really not changing a whole lot about the build. So I'm not super worried about like soiling the Alpine Mansion for all of eternity. Not really though. All right, so let's see what this looks like. This is going to be so subtle, it's barely even going to be noticeable. Should I switch the door though? That's a good question. Nah, we got to go back with the oak door. That's the classic look. Maybe even this one might look a little bit cool in that spot. Actually, I actually don't mind that one. I'm probably just going to stick to my roots though. Call me old school, but I'm just going to go with the oak wood door. There we go. It's classic. Honestly though, you can barely tell the difference, but it does add a little bit, just a little bit of a change. I'm almost curious to look at it at nighttime to see if that makes a difference to it. Yeah, at nighttime it does make it a little bit more tinted, a little bit less light escapes from the front. I don't know if I like that or not. We'll just have to see, but I don't know. There's really not a whole lot that I can do to ruin the Alpine Mansion, to be fair. So guys, I think that's going to be it for today's episode of CLD, just my TU25 episode here. There's still probably a lot more things I can change to this. I could mess around with these as well, switch out some of these fences if I wanted to. Don't know if that's necessary. I might actually switch out these. I actually never finished these. I thought I did. These power lines, I can mess around with those as well, but there's still a lot more things I can do. Probably save some of that for some streaming. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, leave your opinions about the update in the comments. Just let me know what you think. What's your favorite feature? Are you disappointed at all or anything like that? I'm all ears. And guys, it's been Dangeles. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys on episode 192 of Constructing Los Angeles in a few days. I'll get back to answering some questions of the day. So if you want to leave your question of the day submissions in this comment section, or whatever, I'll probably just take one from last episode since there was a lot of worthy candidates from that episode. So guys, thanks for watching. It's been Dangeles. Hope you guys are enjoying the update. I'm liking it. I think it's pretty good. You know, it's not a major update. I wouldn't classify it as a major update, like I said. So I think it's incorrect to set your expectations as is this going to be like the second coming of 1.8.2 or something like that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. It's been Dangeles. I've been rambling. I'm going to end the episode. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.